Hey, what's up, Team All In? I'm over here kind of shooting a quick video for you guys. I'm right about to eat some Fridays with my wife, and I'm here in the car, So I actually wanted to shoot this video because I figured that I wanted to kind of just connect with you guys again and just get a little bit more personal. I figured that I think this is one of the best ways to connect because I can express my feelings, I can make emotions, I can make facial expressions, and I can probably make you laugh or whatever the case is, right? So I'm shooting this video actually because I want to share a story with you guys, and this story happens to be about this two people, right? And that happens to be about one person who wants to be at a position that the other person's in, right? So the story has to go like this, right? One person's making tons of money. He's making like about $2 million a year, right? And the other person, is just getting started in the business, right? And this is actually a real story, right? This is actually one of the stories that I heard from one of my mentors, which is David Wood. One second, my hand's a little shaky. Yeah, there we go. All right, so as I was telling you before with the story, right, and it has to go like this, right? The guy who wanted to be in the position where this guy was, which is making tons of money, he basically looks at the guys and he says, "What do I need to do in order to be where you're at? What exactly is the game plan? I mean, what do I really need to do?" And the guy kind of looks at him and he says, "Do you trust me?" And he looks at him and he says, "Of course I trust you." And he asks him again, "Do you trust me?" And he says, "Of course I trust you," right? So he says, "Give me your hand." And the guy gives him his hand. He grabs his hand and he begins to squeeze his hand, right? And he begins to walk him over to a sink that's full of water, okay? Full of water. And he asks him one last time. He says, looks at him right in the eyes and he says, "Do you trust me?" He looks at him and he responds, aggravated, a little angry, a little upset. And he says, "Yes, I trust you." As he's holding his hand, he grabs the back of his head and he submerges his head under the water. As he submerges him under the water, he's holding him under the water. And the guy begins to panic. He begins to struggle. He begins to do everything he can. And you can see all the water splashing. You can see the water just coming up. You can see the guy kind of swallowing a little bit of water. At this moment, this guy's going crazy. He begins to, throw his elbows at him. He's trying to pinch him. He's trying to kick his feet. He's doing everything possible to get his head out of the water. He's doing everything possible to catch his last breath. And then he comes up and he says, and he says, "Why did you do that?" And the guy looks at him and he says, "The same way that you wanted to have your last breath, the same exact way that you fought to get your last breath because you knew that if you didn't get that last breath, that you were going to die, is the same way you need to want it. That's as badly as you need to want it in order to be where I'm at. You need to fight the same way you just fought right now as a drowning man, as a man gasping for air, as a man who's this close to dying unless he had and went up for his last gasp of air." And guys, this story is very impactful because you see, we have exactly what it takes. You see, it's not that we need more resources. We need to be more resourceful. You see, when we start to put ourselves in a situation, or we put ourselves in a circumstance where it's a life or death, you best believe that we're going to go out fighting, guys. And if we can live our day every single day this way, there's no doubt in my mind that you guys are not only going to get the results, but we as a team are going to get so big, and we as a team are going to be so successful, and we as our team are going to become one of the top earners in this company if you're like that man who was drowning and fought for his life, guys. All right? I hope this video was useful, guys. I'm going to be logging out, guys. If you guys have any feedback, if you guys want to just put a comment or you guys want to express how you felt, go for it. That would be really, really awesome. And hope this was useful, man. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Take care.